And good evening and welcome to 2018 and episode 1 of the Vegan Hour for this year. And I'm Harry Bolman and I'm joined tonight by Rico and Jonny. And tonight we're talking about Vegan Australia Day. So before we get into tonight's topic, what I want to do is just read off some of the events coming up and let's see how we're looking here. There we are. We are live, folks, when we're looking good. Okay, so, right, now, this weekend on Saturday is the opening of the second Gold Coast location of Feed the Earthlings. And it's just here in Burleigh, so it's going to be nice and local. You guys ever been to Feed the Earthlings?
Yes, to Broadbeach.
To Broadbeach, yes,
yes.
yeah. Well, there's a second location opening this Saturday at Treetop Shopping Centre. So, and they will be closing for a week from their Broadbeach location to do some renovations. So go along and support these guys. They won Best Burger on the Gold Coast last year, and they're fully vegan. So let's get along and support Feed the Earthlings. Now, also on Sunday is an event, and that's tonight's show is all about that event, and that is the Vegan Australia Day, which is on Sunday. Rico is the main organiser.
Yes.
It's your child, and Rico's going to be telling us about it tonight, and Jonny is a co-organiser.
That's right.
And so we'll be finding out all about it. I'll be fielding your questions about Vegan Australia Day, but basically it's on this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Brothers Rugby Club. Yep, and I've got down here
in Brisbane?
It's Albion, is it? Okay, 103 Crosby Road, apparently, according to the... Yes, so okay, what I want you guys to do is to ask any questions, and we will do our best to answer them as we go along. And yes, I really appreciate everybody watching tonight. So let me just check and see that everything is functioning well here. Yes, it is. Excellent, looking good. And who we got? Danny says, hi guys. Hi Danny, thanks for watching. Okay, Rico, welcome along. Thanks for joining on the way there. And Jonny, welcome along. You've been on the show previously.
Absolutely, yeah, it's great to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you here, mate. So, Rico, let's just get straight into Vegan Australia Day.
Yeah.
Let's find out a little bit about Vegan Australia Day. What is Vegan Australia Day?
Okay, well, let's see how we can...
I'm going to hold this up because I love this.
It's my sign to say hi to everybody. So, pretty much this year's celebration or the event that we had this year is the second time we actually getting together to do something on Australia Day, or at least to celebrate what Australia is, this wonderful land that we call Australia. So last year we have a bit of a meeting in the park at the Kangaroo Point, and we all got together to eat vegan food, eat beautiful food, and pretty much play, have a bit of fun, and celebrate what Australia is.
That sounds like something I'd do.
That was pretty much, you're very used to that now, right? So that happened last year. So during the year we did a lot of studies in what we needed to do for this year. So this time a lot of people wanted to get together, play, enjoy beautiful food too, be healthy, enjoy the weather too.
Yep.
But they also wanted to enjoy more food. So they were asking for more stalls.
More stalls, yes.
More activities.
Yes.
And so people were asking for it. So we said, okay, we need to accommodate more people into the event, allow everybody to get together and pretty much celebrate the lifestyle that we live in Australia, but in a healthy way, in a more compassionate way. So and that's pretty much what the Vegan Australia Day is. It's actually to celebrate Australia, but in a compassionate way, right? Because we know...
as opposed to, say, the average Australian that would be cooking lamb or something like that on Australia Day.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you go to the website, the statistics, you see there's too many animals, millions of animals are killed to be exploited and be treated in a very cruel way just to celebrate on these particular events. So I couldn't bear that anymore. So I thought I need to do something about it. I need to do, get everybody together and start something that would change that. Because well, I just couldn't do that anymore. You know what I mean? I couldn't see
Yes,
that.
yes.
So we needed to do something about it, and that's how
That's
this
fantastic
event
that you did that.
has grown.
Yeah,
So, you know,
yeah. So it was a humble beginning last year, sort of just
yes.
feeling, testing the water.
Yes, there was a need for it, you know, because
Yes.
the normal Australia Day, like you mentioned before, people go there, there's animals being killed and eaten and all that. It's very uncomfortable for us to see that. We can't just go
Definitely.
into that to enjoy. So we needed to create a different event to take, you know, compassionate people from that and to celebrate in a very compassionate way. So we are now actually celebrating the other events that happens, which is the 26th, you know, of January, known as Australia Day. We're celebrating that we actually not killing animals, that we supporting, that we actually saving the environment, and then we're doing something for everyone, not just in Australia, but the whole world, pretty much.
That is fantastic. And you mentioned in the whole world, is there maybe people doing, well, there is, I mean, other events similar to this in Australia, maybe, that you know of? Or
Not that I
this is the
know.
only one you know of?
No, there's a bit controversial thing about it, and that's why a lot of people has been, you know, stopped from doing that. But like I say, I couldn't bear it, you know, to see
Yeah,
that because
yeah.
while people are fighting, while people are arguing about this and why this date and everything, the meat industry and the dairy industry, they are still exploiting animals, they are still killing animals, they are still destroying the environment. So, you know what I mean? So, and like explaining one of the posts that while everybody's arguing about this, the whole environment, all these creatures are being killed and tortured, and there's not going to be land in a few years. You know, scientists pretty much has given us, excuse me, only a few decades, they say, and the environment could actually collapse.
Yes.
So it's very fragile. I mean, if something happens extra on top of what the environment can cause, we could actually be in a catastrophe.
Yeah, well, we're
situation.
apparently already in the sixth, was it major extinction or something, I think they call it. We're already entered into that. Do you remember the terminology of the, I'm trying to think of it, but none of us are very terminology good here tonight, but we've entered into the sixth major extinction thing, whatever it is. Lolly says, lentil is anything Abbotsford Covenant is having one. Oh, okay. So that's, where is that, Lolly? Is that, that's not in Australia, obviously. And Jem says, trying to watch you guys, but my NRT is cutting out. Okay. Well, Jem, you can always watch it later. You can always re-watch it later, and you can always watch it this episode on YouTube in a couple of days' time.
It's here everywhere.
You can see it everywhere. We shared it to all the different forums. I believe it's even, has it been shared to Brisbane Vegan Markets as well? Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
You're on that. You did that so well, I didn't even notice. So I really do feel what you're saying. What the experience normally with Australia Day is people just killing lots of animals and cooking lots of animals. Or they're not killing them themselves, but normally with an Australia Day, they're cooking them and thinking that that's a celebration.
Exactly.
And it's sort of like what we go through at Christmas time. A similar thing for all of us vegans having to watch our family members or our friends or our neighbours having barbecues with cooked corpses.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty much Australia Day is actually a major point of sale for the meat industry and the dairy industry.
Yeah.
So this is a time where, you know, we're seeing the terrible ads, TV commercials, where they tell people, you're not Australian if you're not eating lamb.
Yes.
Right? So you're not Australian if you don't behave this way. If you're not killing animals, if you're not eating animals, you're not Australian. That's terrible. That's a really strong brainwashing activity from the meat industry and the dairy industry. So that's why we need to work on this particular day and to show that there's no need for killing all those animals. There is no need for that because we can have this wonderful event where we can have everyone eating beautiful, healthy food and without killing anyone. You know what I mean? So that's why this particular event, that's why it's very important. So it's not because we just want to do something else. No, it's actually this day. It's been a major sell point for the meat industry. That's what they're telling us. You can't live alone in all those TVH that they produce. So that's why we need to make sure that this event looks great without having to eat all these animals. So
And I think it's a credit to you that you've created this event to do that. That's fantastic. I'm impressed.
thank you very much. The reason why I guess I see it that way too is because my background is in advertising. I'm a graphic designer and photography.
Right, yes.
So I
Yes.
know, I see advertising campaigns and I get to study them, I get to analyze them,
Yep.
and I see that in the meat industry utilizing the Australia Day
Yeah.
to commercialize and
I
sell
just-
meat and sell all these products.
I just want to ask because I noticed I did notice the Australia Day meat ads in the last few years, and actually they were quite nasty, quite
Yeah.
bullying. You know, they weren't particularly pleasant at all. But has there been one this year? I haven't seen.
Yeah,
one.
there is a new one.
There is a new one,
Yes,
is it?
a new one.
Okay.
They did the last one about community groups where they took every leader from a organization or a culture,
Right.
their leaders, their gods, or
Yeah.
the main dieters from
Yeah.
every culture,
Oh.
and they make them in a
Yes.
table and they'd say, we all
That's
eat,
right.
eat lamb and all that. I mean, that's
That
a
is
terrible
so
attitude.
disrespectful.
Yes, and they
That
got a
is-
lot of backlash because of that too.
Yes.
So now they do have an ad which is actually taking their political parties fighting about it. But you see, that's the tricky thing. They're always creating this controversial thing, and they always find a way, excuse me, to sell the meat and animals and all that.
They deliberately do it controversially because
Yeah,
that
so-
generates interest. Yeah.
Very well planned.
Yeah.
You know, it's using
Yeah.
people controversial ideas about
Yeah.
it, how to fight it. But meantime, they taking your attention out of that, but they're selling you. They're selling you their product. They know how to. They're so clever. And if we don't educate people, well, that's what happens.
I just want to pick up on the point there from Lolly that says that they're actually having a lentil as anything Abbotsford Convent. It's in Melbourne, so they're actually having
Is
one
that
in Melbourne.
26 or?
Yeah. What Lolly? What date is that? I'll just see that if I'll just see if you've commented after that because sometimes the browser doesn't pick up the comments as quick as I'd like it to. It's Lolly says it's a pay-as-you-feel vegetarian/vegan restaurant in St Kilda, Thornbury, and Sydney. Oh, okay. So it's not it's a restaurant rather than an event. Okay. Danny says hello, Danny. How are you? And Lolly said they're having it on the 21st, same day, Sunday the 21st.
Wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
you see,
So
we're actually supporting the Indigenous community by moving the event to the 21st. I
Yes.
mean, last year I did work and study, like I said, I did a lot of research with what was happening with the change in the date, programs or discussions. So I've been doing my homework with that. And the best option was to move the date, to the 21st or any other date before the 26th. Okay, so
Okay,
and that was
yeah.
out of respect because we do sympathize with the Indigenous communities. We acknowledge them, we support them. So we want to make sure that we not upsetting them in any way.
Yeah.
And so that way we moved the event and we invited a lot of the people in the Indigenous community and they're welcome to participate with us. But we cannot force anyone. Yeah, we can only send our invitations.
Sure.
And it's up to them to they come over and join us. So
Yeah.
everybody's invited. The event is public. Everyone is invited. So
The,
everybody who's participating is their own choice.
Yes.
Coming out.
Yes.
So,
The most important comment so far tonight is Jem's comment where she says, "Hello, handsome fellas."
yay!
And
Thank you, Jen. Thank you.
this is gonna be like a regular. I'm gonna use this every episode. I'm gonna keep this is good
Okay.
and just hold it up like here, over the head.
I got another one.
And Lolly, what's your other one? You use it later. Okay. Lolly says, sorry, they are holding a special event. They must have grabbed your idea. So that we're
great.
talking about. Yeah. So they're having a special event down in at the Lentil as anything. So fantastic. That is great.
Wonderful. It's
That
great
is-
to see.
yeah.
You see, I didn't plan to go into this, I just want to have an event that we can all get together and enjoy it. You know what I mean? But through the last year, in the last 3 months, it's pretty much been educating the community also because people come up with controversial things, asking questions, having concerns about things. So with my research material, I've been able to educate people in the community, also organizations. We distributing their information, so everybody's getting to know the latest news
Yes.
in how we creating this initiative and how other people can follow.
I've got to say it's actually helped me to understand things a bit better too.
Excellent.
So there you go. You have created awareness. So yeah, this is fantastic. Yeah. So let's move on a little bit. I feel like we're leaving you out there, John. You're so patiently sitting there. I love you're a good man.
20 minutes in, I'll hardly say that.
That's the longest you've gone without talking any time,
Yeah.
even when you're sleeping. But really, I wanted to. So, what can I ask? I want to ask you. You know, what we're going to expect on Sunday. But I also want to give you a chance to say something here, Johnny. So, what's your involvement? Where do you come into this?
So basically, Rico approached me. Told me about the event and what was going to happen, and he wanted, the food side to grow. Before there were, some wonderful people there. I think Vegan Flower of Life and people who donated food to the picnic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't remember.
It was that. It was just that, I just put the event up there and invited people, and I asked everyone if you want to, bring a plate for me to share with, and all these wonderful people. And came over. Yeah, Nicole was actually one of the wonderful people.
Right.
Nicole from the Vegan Van.
Yes. She brought all this food. There was so many wonderful people there. They brought the food. We all bring a dish and everything, and we had a wonderful time there. So you can go to the Veterans Fund page and have a look at the event last year, and have a look. So this year, because of the interest from everybody in the community, I approached Johnny and said, "Hey, Johnny, I've got this. Can you come and help me out? Let's bring the vegan market and make a part of this event."
And that's it. And we've basically got around 10, 11 food stalls of what we consider the cream of the crop.
Yes.
Of those, regular stalls at the market.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, this is something people might not be aware of, is that you actually run the Brisbane Vegan Markets.
That's right.
Which is fortnightly, isn't it?
Well, it's every second and fourth Sunday of the month. Occasionally we have a fifth Sunday of the month.
Oh, yes.
That throws everyone off.
Would do, wouldn't it?
It does.
Yeah. So you've got a lot of experience.
Yeah, that's right. And sort of coming together, it works out well for everyone.
Yeah.
It's been a great help. Because preparing the event is a lot of work. It's a lot of things to organize it. So I knew that I needed, co-workers, people, a good team of people.
Yeah.
And Johnny has been a great help already.
Excellent.
And so far the event is looking amazing. So
okay, so let's talk about the event a bit more. So, what sort of things can we expect to see on Sunday? It starts at 10 a.m. Is that right?
Yes, from 10 a.m. So
okay.
doors are open 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So if anybody went to the Sea Shepherd Festival, the Steadfast Festival last year, just at the end of last year, this
same
event
location.
is at the same location. So
right.
you can find us there. So if you went there, just go to the same location. That's where we're going to be.
Excellent.
We're going to have the functions room, which is air conditioning. We do have stands there. We're going to have food demonstration, cooking demonstrations.
Good.
Also, we do have the parking area. We're going to have all the food stores there. So pretty much the vegan market is going to be on the outside, plus some of the inside. So that's what the food area is. We
Excellent.
do have a family and kids camping area. So people can actually bring their tent. They have a camping day kind of experience there.
So if you're homeless and and you're looking for a spot for the day, come on down.
During the day. and we've got a wonderful team of people. We've got Jan, we've got Trish, and Jared. They're actually going to be taking the kids and family area there. They're going to be entertaining the family and the kids with their wonderful characters. We have Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yes. So
fresh from her latest movie.
Yeah. And
excellent.
You can take the kids and take pictures with her and everything else there. So we do have puppet shows.
I want a picture with Wonder Woman. Forget the kids. I want a picture with
Wonder Woman. So We're going to have Jen also doing the puppet show.
Jem,
And,
yes, who was on my show late last year.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
She's going to
Jem
be
Stone.
performing also.
She'll be doing the puppet show. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do have that inside. We do have entertainers outside too. We do have Sandro is going to be performing outside. Hopefully we get Robbie.
Oh,
also
yes,
is-
yes.
He's going to be performing.
Yep.
Nick Humber too. So we do have a great team of entertainers, and these people
Fantastic.
have come out from their heart, also helping out the event. They know what it means. While we're doing it for, they come and help out. You know, to create a great day, not just for some people, but for everyone in the community. So
It just occurred to me how wonderful it is that there is such a large range of vegan contributors that have all these different talents. That the vegan community can just come together and just go, well, we've got musicians, we've got people that can do food demonstrations, you know, we've got people that can
Yes.
organise the markets, we've got people doing market stalls. Isn't it fantastic
Exactly.
that,
Oh,
you know, there is just so much ability to bring these, you know, all these people together now. It's just,
there's
wow.
talent there. There's going to be a lot of talent, a lot of creativity. We can't tell you everything is going to happen. There's a lot of be a lot of entertainment there. So we do have some surprises there.
Oh,
Okay?
surprises.
With a
Oh.
fashion parade.
A fashion
We
parade.
do have a fashion parade.
Woohoo.
It's called Friends of the World Fashion Parade.
Friends of the
So you're
world.
going to see some
Okay.
of the big vegan labels or environmental labels,
Oh, great.
and we're going to have
Wow.
actual activists modeling the clothes.
Activists.
Yes.
Wow,
So
now this
you
is
guys-
this is really
You can't go
interesting.
wrong with that.
Wow.
Please come and support these people.
That's
You
a
know, so we're
first.
putting a lot of
I've never been to a vegan fashion, but I've never even heard of it. Have you ever heard of a vegan fashion parade?
There
Maybe
you
this
go.
is a world
This
first.
might be a
Yes.
world first.
Which
You
is
might
where I
might be able to say you heard it first on TVH.
It's
We don't
great.
call it the vegan hour anymore. You know, we got trendy. We call it
Oh.
TVH now. You know,
Excellent.
but that is
So they're gonna
activist
be-
modeling
yeah.
vegan
We
gear.
already
vegan
did
clothes.
the training last week. I took them over there doing the training for the catwalk. They did wonderful, so please come and support them. You'll be able to
Fantastic.
buy the clothes that they're going to be wearing in the fashion parade. You'll be able to buy them at the stores there.
That is fantastic. So there's going to be clothing there as well, vegan clothing.
Yes.
This is coming together nicely.
Oh, it's great.
I'm
Lots-
liking
lots
this.
of different stores that we do have. We do have some community organizations. We help them out. We're giving them some areas so they can actually promote their cause and get some benefits.
So can we
From the
talk
event.
about who we've got there as well, as with the those organisations?
Yes, we do
Or-
have
or
an
we-
Animal Justice Party. We do
Excellent.
have- well, we do have Sea Shepherd for a start.
Oh,
too.
Good, good, good. Yeah.
This event is to help out also with the preserving the environment. It's a very that's the way I see it. For me, it's a very holistic thing. You can't just focus in one part
Yeah,
without taking care of everything else.
yeah,
And that's why all these people have come out to support it, because we're targeting saving animals, protecting them, also looking after ourselves and everybody else, and the environment.
mm,
We can't, we need to look after everything together, so
definitely.
that way we ensure the survival.
That is fantastic that you've incorporated those different areas, which is very important. That's fantastic. So we've got Animal Justice Party there.
We do have the vegan tribe. So they actually going to be selling some of the garments.
Who was
there
that?
too.
Vegan tribe.
Oh, Vegan Tribe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So Animal Justice Party,
Yeah.
is going to be joining us too.
Yeah.
And then we do have one more organization that will be supporting, but we can't give the name yet.
That's all right.
But
We've got to leave some things.
they actually have
as a
some
surprise.
surprises there.
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah. That's good.
We do have the Mantra Room also join us.
Oh, my friends in the
provide some
Mantra Room.
entertaining. So
Yes.
you're going to get to enjoy some kitten.
Kitten. Yes. I like how you said it, kitten. It sounded like you're talking about my
I
cat.
just need a drink.
You need a drink.
Right now, so that's all.
But yeah, Kitten. Yeah, excellent. That's good. So it's even encompassing a spiritual aspect. Yep. There. Yeah.
I'm just promoting you, so
So he's promoting vegan. Well, I'm promoting vegan life, and
well, you're promoting us.
whilst promoting Yana Yoga.
You're helping us to promote this event, so
It's all cross promotions. That's what it's all
you
about.
do a great job. So that's one of the the thing. So we've got to help each other. That's one of the things.
This is it, isn't it?
I approach
Yes,
people
yeah.
and say, "Do you want to be part of this event? Going to help us out? This is what we're doing this for."
Yep.
And you say, "Yep, I'm in for that."
Now, talking about helping out, I'll be there on Sunday,
Great.
and I'll be doing a live stream.
That's right.
I don't know when, but at some point I'll be doing a live stream. I'll be catching up with you and doing a live stream and just showing people around the area and that. So you know, they can get an idea of what's going on and they can come on down as well.
Yeah.
So,
There will be a lot of things happening, and I guess, you know, all at once. There's going to be a program put on the events page too,
Okay.
because on top of that, the kids area, Jerry is going to be taking care of the Ninja Obstacle Challenge, and that will be for kids and
Ninja
adults.
obstacle.
Okay, so
Okay.
there's going to be an area where you can try your skills, your survival skills, your fighting skills, whatever you want to test yourself with. So I can have a bit of fun with that. Okay, so
It does. Is that for kids or adults or both?
yeah, the whole family.
The whole family,
I believe there's going to be little kids, and there's going to be teenagers and
Yeah.
adults.
and then big kids.
And
The
big
big kids, yeah, they're the adults. Yeah,
Right.
that's pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I've shared the link to the event. I've shared it at the beginning of the live stream, and I just shared it again. So if you click on that link that I've just put up there now, that takes you to the Vegan Australia Day page, and you can click on that you're going. And also I have shared the link to the Vegos Fun page as well, your Facebook
That's
page.
right. Yeah.
So, and that's, yeah. So, what else would you?
That's Jenny a question.
Yeah.
Because you
Give me a break. Give me a break.
Okay.
Jenny is very
Johnny.
Yeah. So what do we want to talk about?
Okay. No, I thought you had something you were going to lead into there. No, okay. So, what can we expect with some of the food stalls
Okay.
that we've got
So
there?
yeah, we've basically got a pick of generally, you know, sort of people's favourites of the Brisbane vegan
Okay, so that's going to be
markets.
ice cream.
How did you guess?
Could I hazard a guess that ice should cocoa might be there?
Maybe.
Here's an opportunity for anyone that's somehow never made it to the Brisbane vegan markets to come along and have ice should cocoa, and your life will never be the same again. Mitchell says, "Can I bring quiz?"
What's Chris?
Chris.
Oh, Chris.
No, that's Mitchell's dog.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
We
Yes,
are-
is it dog friendly?
Yes.
Oh,
it is.
yes, we just confirmed it today. Yeah.
Just confirmed it today.
We just confirmed it today
Yes,
that our event is going to be doggy friendly.
excellent.
So you just got to make sure that you clean up after
Yeah,
your.
Yes,
Yes.
that's reasonable.
And
Yeah,
it's only the outside area.
yes.
So no
Okay.
inside the function
That's
area.
another fantastic thing.
Yeah.
It's dog friendly.
You
That's
can
great.
bring your
What about?
friendly dogs.
I will come back to you in a second,
Yeah,
John.
of
Sorry,
course.
but what about parking? Plenty of parking there as well.
The areas does have plenty of parking, so the earlier you get there, the better. So we suggest
Mhm.
all the exciting stuff is happening all through the day. So it's
Mhm.
not just in the afternoon or
Yeah.
lunchtime. It starts right from the morning.
Okay.
So you can make it a date out of it and have lots of fun. There's going to be lots of food and lots of things to enjoy.
I was saying, as soon as you said food, I'm there.
Roll that on. That's the thing. When we, been working with Johnny, we did decide, okay, we picked the best so we can add to this event. Another criteria was to actually support the vegan, the true vegan, stalls or businesses, the ones that are very dedicated
Right.
to
Yes.
survive from the vegan dishes and stuff like that in the product. So that was
Excellent.
important to us too,
Yeah.
and we're supporting them too. So
So I'm gonna give your
Thank
your voice box a rest there for a moment. So Johnny, so you got ice cream.
Yes.
What else can we
We
expect?
have Green Street Foods, a firm favourite with everyone.
Excellent. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got the Happy Fish, the vegan fish and chip
Oh,
shop, which
very
has been
popular.
going,
I don't
very
think I've
popular
tried.
since they've begun.
Yeah.
They're sort of, I'm trying to think how, 4 or 5 months
Yeah.
since they've
At
been
the
going.
Brisbane vegan market.
That's right,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
They've become a firm favourite with everyone, and they started off just very basic, and now they've
Yeah.
expanded, and they're doing all
Oh,
kinds
I
of
think I'll be
things.
checking that one out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's really cool. There's a lot of people that have their products, and they're like, actually, you know, and they managed to cut fish out their diet from
Yep.
trying what these guys have to offer. So
Really?
yeah, it's really positive.
That is fantastic. That's great.
Yeah, and then we've got sort of our favourite drink sellers. We've got Jada there, you know.
Yes.
So,
Get vegan with Jada.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does amazing, healthy drinks.
That's right. You know, that's what I
Fantastic
love
drinks.
about Jada's store. You know, he
Yeah.
doesn't fill things with sugar or
Yeah,
you know, like a lot of.
And he
other
doesn't
places
need to
do.
because it's naturally really beautiful.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, Flower of Life. So
Where
that's-
would we be without Flower of
that's it.
Life? Woohoo! Thank you, Steve.
All dance.
Good on you, Steve. You're everywhere. And then even more places than everywhere. I don't know how the hell he does it.
Yeah.
So that's a good.
That's it. I mean, there's
variety there.
there's a lot more.
Yes.
There's
It's
a
a
lot
good
more.
variety and a balance too.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to aim for.
I heard a rumor of something about pizza. I heard a rumor about
That's a big news.
pizza. Is something happening there?
Yes. Everybody's loving Domino's new vegan pizzas, right?
Mhm.
So the event has grown from a small project to what it is now, and it's looking wonderful. So the main or head office from Domino's saw the event through the social media.
Okay. Yeah.
They approach their people, and the people approach us, and they say, "Can we be part of your event? Can we donate
Wow.
100 vegan pizzas?"
Wow.
of our
So
new-"
Domino's approached you.
They approached me.
Fantastic. I'm impressed.
So, like I said, yeah, the event has been going around and getting a lot of support.
Yeah.
They seem to love the idea. They want to support the community, guys. So, you know what I mean? So they offering this. Of course, it's also a good marketing
Yes.
exercise for them.
Of course.
But
Yes.
that's how it works. They want to show everyone that their product is great, that they're looking after us, the vegan community.
Yep.
So we can do our job and support them also. So the person who actually has organized,
Mm-hmm.
the connection in
Yeah.
dealing with the guidelines, and
Yeah.
all that. She's actually a vegan person, and she's helping us
Fantastic.
out. So thank you very much, Bree.
That is
Organising
fantastic.
that.
Yeah. Good on you,
We
Bree.
appreciate that. Yes.
Thank you very much, Bree. That is
And-
fantastic.
So she's been helping us out with this, and they're going to come to the event
Mm.
at particular times,
Yeah.
which we can't tell you
Yeah,
yet,
right.
guys.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but they're
Yeah.
going to come to the event and pretty much to deliver their 100 pizzas.
Wow.
So don't miss that out, and also, let's support them. They're supporting the community, so
That's pretty big.
yeah.
100 people.
Just by attending the event, guys, you're actually supporting the cause. That's
Yes.
pretty much. Just by
Yeah.
attending, because we're demonstrating that there is possible to have an Australia Day, which is a compassionate event
The compassion.
without
thing,
violence,
Yes.
totally
Yeah.
cruelty-free,
And
just
on-
by being there and supporting the event. So,
Yeah. And also on a different date, as you were saying
and
earlier.
we're
Yes.
respecting,
Yeah.
we're acknowledging the Indigenous community, so is it great? You know what I mean? I said we have talked with communities, we have studied, we've done our homework,
Mhm.
and that's what we're going ahead with this event. It's got a lot of support in the community. So
It's fantastic. It has. And actually, talking about the Domino's vegan pizzas, isn't it amazing the
It is
amount
wonderful.
of interest that generated through the forum, through the vegan forums? Did you guys just notice how much
From
interest
last
that
week,
From
from last week? Yeah,
Yeah.
from Monday when they released them. When
Yeah.
they officially released them, I believe they might have been selling them a little bit earlier than that, but I have never seen so many posts, and to the point where people were posting sarcastically saying, "Oh, have you heard there's a new vegan pizza?" People were doing that just sarcastically because everyone else was posting about it.
That's it. And all the posts I'm seeing now are where are they? Because all the
Yeah.
stores are selling out. They
Yeah,
can't
is
keep
that
up with the
is
demand.
that actually true? That
Yeah,
they have been.
they can't keep up with the demand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is incredible,
Well,
isn't
we
it?
need to assure people that our
Yes, that you've
vegan
got.
pizza ingredients are already checked,
Yes.
and it's all being reserved for us.
Excellent.
So nothing to worry about that.
Um,
Everything is being assured. It's
Melissa-
going to be delivered.
Melissa says, "Hi guys, I can't wait till Sunday." It'll be
Great.
good to see you there, Melissa.
Thank you.
Have you tried their vegan pizza?
No.
You haven't tried it?
I'm waiting.
You don't know how
Sunday.
good it
I
is.
know.
Have you tried it?
Yes, I have tried one. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
And?
it was
Oh yeah.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually went last Monday of last week to the closest one just here in
Yeah, we
in
saw all
Berlin.
your
Yeah,
pizzas,
yeah.
I saw that.
Oh wow. I mean, you know, I'm not going to support them regularly because I still want to support my fully
Yeah.
vegan places.
Yeah.
But I've got to say, it was damn impressive because I
That's
have
great.
previously had at staff at work functions. I've previously had when they've said we'll get pizza in. I've said to them, okay, we'll get Domino's in because I knew the bases were vegan.
Yeah.
See, previously the other guys, Domino's were the only commercial one that had a vegan base, right? Whereas I have heard that recently Pizza Hut has changed to a vegan base. But anyway, and I would get a vegetarian pizza without cheese. You know, that's what I'd get them in. And the difference between that from Domino's and getting the vegan cheese on it was just worlds apart. The vegan cheese just made an incredible difference. So
Wow.
yeah.
I should mention too, the cheese that
Yeah.
that Domino's is using
Yeah.
comes from Follow Your Heart company. So you know they're a great company. So we should support
They are
them.
Australian
So,
based, aren't they? Follow Your Heart.
I'm not quite sure. I
I
be
believe
American,
they're
US.
American.
Yeah.
Oh, they're American, are they?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
right.
not
So I know
100% sure
I
on that.
know nothing really about this.
So obviously it's a good sized company, and
Yeah.
that's why Domino's is dealing
Dealing with it.
and
I
that's
think
why.
unfortunately there's no Australian company that could
It's-
probably produce
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
that quantity.
But geez, what there is an opportunity there for an Australian company
Oh,
if they
there
wanted
is.
to ramp up
Yeah.
production to get on board
Yeah.
there. Because Domino's has shown. It's funny though. I mean, we're talking a bit about pizza here, but it's one of the major food groups.
You love pizza.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
But it's funny because previous to Domino's doing, I mean, they're not the first big chain to do it or commercial chain to do it because Pizza, what's it? Pizza Capers, isn't it?
Oh,
Is
that's
it
right.
Pizza
Yeah,
Capers?
Pizza Capers.
Pizza
and,
Capers, and
there was another one as well.
I have had their sweet potato. I think it is one. Have you tried? You tried the Pizza Capers one?
Yeah,
It's nice.
Yes, yeah.
It's nice. It's
Yeah.
more. It's less fast foody.
That's correct.
I'll put it that
Yeah,
way.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, whereas the Domino's one is more sort of your thicker pizza sort of thing. But it's funny that it just didn't get the impact that Domino's did.
Yeah.
And they're doing well with this promotion. They're helping us out. We're helping out, you know, in the community too, so everybody gets to know about it too. And they're going to have the opportunity to taste it at the event. If you haven't tasted it yet, if you haven't tried out, just come and have a piece there. And
that alone is reason enough to come
To come
along,
over there.
even without Johnny's ice cream. That alone, pizza and ice cream.
Pizza and ice cream. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
also, we should mention that the Domino's exercise, the vegan pizzas, is actually a test exercise.
Right.
You know, they're testing the market.
Yes.
They're checking that out, how much business they're going to get out of that, if it is a sustainable thing in the vegan community.
Yeah.
So please let's support it too, because the
Yeah.
more we we support them, well, there's going to be more products. There's going to be a lot of people that they know vegans, but they're going to try it out, and then they
Yes.
become
Yeah.
also their customers for the vegan pizzas because of that. So you know,
Yeah.
don't be afraid. Let's support it because it's something more good. It will come out of that. That's the way I see it. So
Yeah. It'll create,
you know,
create
it's already a
awareness.
wonderful thing. So
Yeah.
if we keep supporting it,
Yeah.
there's going to be more of that in the community.
I
So,
think to their credit, Domino's has definitely promoted it more than I would have expected they would have. I'm actually quite impressed. They've mentioned it in their advertising on their social media, and that they've mentioned that they were bringing out the vegan pizzas, and I'm like, wow, you know, they didn't hide it. Like, oh yes, we have a vegan menu, and it's over there hidden. You know, it was like, no, here we're doing it. You know, it's like da 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 da. You know, so that's to their credit. That they
you know,
did that. So,
the latest too in US, there's a lot of companies that are actually changing, going full
yes.
vegan. So I think these big companies are seeing and they're getting industry information, inside information that we need to make changes in the whole industry. We need to, if we're going to survive, we're going to, you know, keep the business. We need to find different ways of producing food because it's actually destroying the environment. So all these big companies are looking into that and say, wow, we need to find a way to change it, or we're not going to be there. So
because customers eventually get to the point where they go, well, you know, we don't want to support you anymore because the products you have are environmentally destructive as
Exactly.
well as destructive to
Yeah.
the animals.
Yeah.
You know.
So the environment
So-
is a major issue there, and
Yep.
we should care about it because, you know, I
Definitely.
don't have kids, but everybody who's got kids, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I mean, if you do have your children, you want to leave the environment for them and then for their families and everything else. So,
Definitely, and the other thing also, food companies. I mean, I've worked around food for decades really, and there are indeed departments that are always looking for the next big thing. I mean, they're always trying to project what it is before it happens,
Yeah.
and they will look globally at what the trends are. And there's no doubt with the amount of companies worldwide that are taking vegan products on board and developing vegan products, there's no doubt that they're looking and they're going, this is a huge growing market. So it's a good, even though they're doing it for money reasons, they're not doing it for ethical reasons, it's still an indication of how big vegan growth is,
Yes,
isn't it?
the movement is growing,
Yeah.
and strategies, you know, lifestyles are changing. People are caring to look, to be healthy, to look
Yeah.
right. So we're looking for alternatives. So yeah, the markets are changing. So they support it. You know?
Now, talking about markets, I want to put it back to Jonny here. Now, I believe we're going to just go a little bit off Vegan Australia Day for the moment here. Okay, so we're going to give you a little rest there. Right?
Take a breather.
Take a breather.
I'll go for a while.
Yeah, go for a while.
To the pool.
To the pool. Yeah. Now, there is. Now, you've been running. Let's just set a background here or foundation here. You've been running Brisbane Vegan Markets for over a year now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was beginning of November marked the years.
Okay, that's cool. Now, the fantastic thing is, you're now behind the start of another vegan market.
That's right, yeah.
So please tell us about this.
Yep, so we're basically from the Brisbane vegan markets, I get contacted all the time. You know, can you bring it to the Sunshine Coast? Can you bring it to Toowoomba? Can you bring it here to Logan, Gold Coast, even interstate? You know, but I didn't want to bite off more than I could chew, and just wanted to keep it in an area where I believe it would work, where I believe we're not going to impact on anyone else who's already got something there, because, you know, Gold Coast would be a great choice, but, you know, you've already got guys doing things there. I don't want to upset anyone. I don't want to affect businesses and tread on people's toes.
That's fair enough.
So we've got Sunshine Coast. You know, there's huge demand. There's vegan restaurants popping up everywhere on the Sunshine Coast.
And there's a lot of vegan activists on the Sunshine Coast too, isn't there?
Yeah, and we have, you know, even some of the stalls at Brisbane, they're Sunshine Coast based, and they come down to do the markets in Brisbane. So yeah, you know, so it's in the logical thing to get something going up there. And it's, and I had a friend on the coast there, and, you know, she's very passionate, sort of along the same ethical lines as myself.
Excellent.
We met up for lunch one day and just sort of brought it up in passing, and then we were like, let's do this.
Excellent.
So, you know, it's taken a long time to come apart. Our original location fell through.
Right.
And then, you know, councils, paperwork. Or everything, you know, you have an idea, and then 6 months later it sort of all comes together. So here we are, 4th of February.
4th of February. And, and what's it going to be called?
It's just the Sunshine Coast Vegan Markets.
Okay, so you heard it here first. Oh, actually, no, because it's been advertised elsewhere.
Take credit.
I'm going to take credit. So the Sunshine Coast Vegan Market.
That's right.
Starts on. It's a Sunday.
It's Sunday. Yeah.
Sunday.
We're running with the hours 12 till 8.
12 till 8.
Yeah, we found with Brisbane. You know, we run 2 different times in Brisbane. We run one of the markets 9 till 3, the other 12 till 8. But we find the 12 till 8 slot works a lot better for people.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, you know, a lot of people Sunday morning, they want to have a bit of a sleep in. And, you know, and sort of being the 12 till 8, we've got lunchtime, we've got dinner time, so we're just nicely spread out throughout the day.
And I believe you've got a good selection of stalls too.
Absolutely, yeah. We've got a fine balance. Again, much like the Vegan Australia Day, it's sort of, you know, we're going to have, you know, say, somebody doing donuts, somebody doing cupcakes, somebody doing like healthy salads. Then we've got, you know, coffees and teas,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
elixirs, and we've got a fine balance of
This is
everything. And
great.
there's shopping. There's going to be an activism stand. There's
Excellent.
body
Excellent.
care.
So whereabouts for people who want to go to the markets on the Sunshine Coast?
Yes,
Whereabouts? is this
we're
gonna
in Nambour.
be? In Nambour, yes,
yeah,
I've heard of
so
Nambour.
I think it's actually a brilliant location because we're central to the hinterland, we're central to the coast. It's
Yeah.
like a very good midpoint for
Yeah.
people. And we're in this premises called C Square,
C Square. C as in see the ocean.
as in
Yes.
the letter C.
Letter C.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
C
when,
Square.
when you drive in Nambour, if you can't find it, just look up and you see a huge tower with the letter C.
See.
Okay.
Follow that tower.
Well, you go, oh, jeez.
That's it.
Or you go, oh, I see.
I see.
I
That's
see.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
yeah, we're there. Basically, we're going to set up the market on the base level, and then people can sit on. We've got 3 balcony levels, and people can sit on these balconies
Ah.
and relax. We're going to have
Sounds pretty good.
musicians, bands playing, and things. We've got
Wow.
a business that's going to have a bar there as well. So,
It sounds like
gonna be
it's
a fun
definitely
day
worth
out.
a trip to Nambour.
and we're right on the door of the train station and bus station too.
Oh, good. So transport's
Public
sorted out.
transport.
Public transport's good.
Have our own multi-story car park as well. So
God, tell you
it's
what.
perfect.
What an organizer you are. Fantastic. Actually, you mentioned earlier about how there are things happening on the Gold Coast, you mentioned. And,
That's correct, yeah.
it's sort of good that you've gone that way because there are actually things that I can't say, but there are things under development for the Gold Coast that will make the Gold Coast even more exciting than it is now with stuff that's happening vegan-wise. The stuff that I mentioned at the beginning of the show that Feed the Earthlings opening their second location, and very shortly a second location opening at Tweed Heads for Vegan Isle. So Vegan Isle is actually opening or is taking over what was a mostly vegan restaurant, and it's now going to be fully vegan. And so that's yet another thing happening. But market-wise, we've got a few things that are being in the planning stages, vegan market-wise, happening down here as well. So they're going to be everywhere. There's just going to be more and more. It's just great. It's just fantastic. So, okay. So that's awesome. Now,
Just go through things that
yes.
I don't want to forget too.
Please, Rick.
We do have these things, we do have entertainers, but at the same time we do have a few presentations where we're going to talk about
I was going to
health.
ask you about that. Yeah.
There's going to be talks about the environment
Good.
and also fitness. So
Great.
there's going to be a few presenters,
Do-
a few speeches there. That,
Do you want to say who's giving those talks, or just leave that for the moment? Because it might be
well, we can actually mention
Yeah.
Lyndon from AJP.
Yes,
He's
Lyndon.
going to give us
Yes.
a bit of a talk. himself.
Excellent. Yep.
We do have Haley Lingard. She's going to be talking about health issues too.
Okay. Excellent.
So that's some of the people that we can.
That's
some
good.
Info that we can
What
give
about
you now.
environmentalism? Have you got?
I'm going to be giving a talk to.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Cool.
About the
Excellent.
whole team,
Yeah.
getting together. So
Fantastic.
there's going to be a small ceremony too. We acknowledge
Okay.
the owners of the country, and pretty much we start
Very good.
from there. Okay,
Very good.
so,
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Also, I forgot to mention we do
Yes.
have a bar, a garden bar.
Well, I won't listen to that because I don't drink. So.
All right. For everybody who actually has one or two, so we're gonna have special beers and wine, which we just make sure this afternoon that they're actually gonna be vegan, so
Yeah.
you'll be able to
Yeah.
come over,
Yeah.
have a drink or two
So you
to
can get.
relax and
So you can get
enjoy
vegan drunk.
vegan drink.
Yeah. That's all I
And
got.
that's going to be in the garden, so you can enjoy all the activities and food and everything.
It sounds
while
like-
having a drink and celebrating.
I can, like Melissa said earlier, we said I can hardly wait till Sunday. I can hardly wait as well. It sounds good. I'll make sure I'm up there early, like probably 5 a.m.
We know some people that are coming very, very early.
Yes,
so
to set up and that. Yeah, that's understandable.
wait for the door to be open.
So I won't be the only one. Okay. So with 10 minutes to go on on
Yeah,
episode
something
1.
very important. We do have something very important. So,
Okay.
all right. This event is self-funded. Very important thing. So it's self-funded. There's nobody coming saying, I'm going to go this money, let's do this. No, it's all being self-funded. Approach people like Jonny. Everybody comes and help out. The artists come and help out. Put a lot of time into it, work. But what's going to help us out to pay the cost of this is going to be a $2 donation. So everybody's going to be, providing at the door, or everybody who's come there, we're all putting a $2 coin, and that's pretty much just to help us cover the cost of the that's entitling the whole event. So
that's very reasonable.
Oh, it's very reasonable.
Very reasonable.
So, and the idea is to make the event successful, as in having a wonderful day. That's going to be the major win from the event. So we're going to have a lot of pictures, videos, and little memories.
Excellent.
That we had a wonderful event.
That's good. And Jem made a comment there. Don't miss the puppet show, Harry.
No, we mentioned that already.
Yeah, but actually, no. But what Jem hasn't mentioned is that I am the puppet. That's it. You operate from back there. Yeah, I'll be in the show. I am the show. Yeah, that sounds good. It'd be funny actually. You take it anyway. I've done enough of that joke.
Important questions.
Yes.
We got 2 single guys. Are you single?
Yeah,
there you
absolutely.
Go. We got 2 single guys. Are you single?
We're
getting in trouble now.
Next question.
No, we know that. Are you single?
Are you single?
Yes, I am.
Are you single?
Yes.
Oh, you're 2 single guys.
Yeah.
Give me a better time. So, are we now starting a dating service?
Yeah, let's put it up there.
Okay, so I'm going to run with this one. So on Sunday, when you see Jonny and Rico, you've got to
come and say hi.
Yeah, come and say hi and say introduce yourself. Come and say hello. Introduce yourself and get to know these guys, because they're pretty cool vegan guys. And there's not a percentage-wise, I think it's about 30% of vegans are men, only 30%.
There we go. We still can't.
So
what is your excuse?
We're waiting for the ladies.
So really, I mean, the odds are in your favour.
That's great to know.
It's good to know, isn't it? It's so there you go. There's yet another angle.
But I think we're shy.
Is that what it is?
Johnny's shy, I'm shy. So.
And John says, Jem says, I only do hand puppets, Harry. And John says, commit, Harry, commit. Oh, no, I was just having fun with it. I am actually single. I just,
there you go.
I just wasn't saying anything. I was just being, anyway.
Now, you only 2 minutes to get your dancing happening too.
What is it with this dancing?
Show the ladies.
I don't know how to dance.
Oh, that was the idea.
Show you how to dance.
Luckily, the cameras are positioned so there's no way to do it.
Yeah,
so that's good. Next time. But now, with a few minutes to go, what I wanted to also find out, because I know a little bit about your vegan journey. I know nothing about your vegan journey. And I do want to find out a little bit about it, and maybe just go over yours again, just in the few minutes we've got left. Because the thing that makes you guys, and any of us, so passionate about promoting the vegan movement is because of the effect that it's had on us and the positive change that it's had on us, and how we know the importance of animal rights and the environment as well, and our health and that. So can I ask a little bit about your vegan journey? You don't know.
He wants me to go.
He's very reluctant. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I just summarise it quite briefly because I did.
Because you did mention it on the show last time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, around 15 years ago now, I decided that there was 1 month. No, it would have been 15 years ago. No, beginning of December last year, I decided there's 1 month till Christmas. I'm going to give up meat so I can enjoy my turkey dinner more. I had this thing in my head that
so the logic was you give up meat for a month, so that come Christmas you can enjoy your turkey dinner more.
Well, not quite that way, but I thought when I reached the end of that month, although I had in the idea that being a vegetarian was a wonderfully ethical thing to do.
Right.
I can't give up meat, all those sort of silly thoughts.
Yeah.
And I thought once I got to that end of the month, my dinner would taste fantastic, and but my body would feel sort of benefit from that
Right.
period. And then
Yeah.
as week 1, week 2, I got on. My eyes were just sort of open, and I'm like, I don't need that in my life. I don't want to be part of that anymore.
Yeah.
And it just grew within.
Fantastic.
And so Christmas Day, I was there with my, I think I had a nut roast instead, and you sort of didn't touch.
Yeah, you had no inclination to go back to trying to having a turkey.
Right.
Yeah.
And then sort of 6 months down the line, I met a vegan guy who offered me dinner. I turned down his dinner because, I'm vegetarian, I can't eat what he's cooking me. But I went back the next day, said, look, I'm really sorry I turned down your food. I wasn't trying to be rude, but I don't eat meat. And he said, oh no, man, this was actually vegan food. And I was, oh, okay. I'm sorry, if I realised it was vegan, I would have eaten it. And then basically we sat there all night just talking about, he was trying to tell me how veganism is healthy for you, and I was like, oh, if I give up cheese I won't get any calcium, all these silly thoughts.
Yeah.
He convinced me, and then
Excellent.
basically I never looked back.
That's fantastic. And that was what, 14, 15 years ago?
Yes.
So remember when you were on the show last year, I think it was 14 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
Although I do admit, sort of midway through the time, I lost myself for a while, and I lost my belief, and sort of, I went through some hard times mentally.
That can happen.
And I guess I didn't have the support around me that I needed.
Yeah.
And I sort of did a bit of turn back for a while, but then if anything, now it's made me stronger and more passionate in my belief.
Isn't it funny how it works that way? Sometimes when you're tested,
that's it.
So you bounce back and you go, okay, now I really even appreciate this even more now.
That's it. It just makes things that much more clearer.
Yes. What about you, sir? Do you want to?
In a very general way.
Because we've only got a few minutes left.
I guess I started very early. I became very strict vegetarian, which is pretty much what everybody knows as vegan, So since I was actually 15 years old. So
since you were 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually went through a very rough time. My health was out of whack, and I was doing a lot of sports. I was very active, but I was getting sick very often. So I was also, going through rough times, seeing the cruelty of society, looking for answers and all that. So, and then I went into.
I can relate. Yeah.
And it didn't make sense to me, the whole society and the killing of animals and everything. So I went to look for books that could explain it.
Yes.
So I was always reading since I was very little, actually. So and I went into find philosophy, religion books, and I went too deep into that, and then find out about the vegetarian diets and philosophies, health and all that. So I started with that and made a big change in my life. So straight away. So and went into more deep philosophy studies. And I'm studying the Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, or the Bhagavad Gita, as I pronounce it. Yes.
So, and and I've been studying since then, and so I've been strict vegetarian, like I said, or what people call.
And you did that at roughly the same age that I did, and you went through a lot of the same soul searching. I was 16 when I went vegan, but you went through a lot of the same soul searching. You looked at the world and you basically said, "Why the hell is it like this? It's it's a scary place. Why is there all this death and violence and all that?" Is that what went through your mind?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because well, I'm actually from Central America, El Salvador. So at that time too, there was a bit of a violence and a lot of things didn't make sense.
There was uprising in that.
And there were issues in the country and stuff like that. So that, to me, that didn't fit well. It didn't make sense at all. I was looking for answers. How is it that, what can we do about this? So I'm always trying to find a positive, answer to it. How can we solve this? And then that's why I went into looking for books, the answers, organizations, or for people, until I found the changing our diet is one of the major things.
Yes, of course.
Our lifestyle, what we put in our bodies is highly important. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
That's what
it affects us
makes
on all levels.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that.
Wonderful. Thank
Now-
you. Maybe next time we'll talk a little bit more
Well,
about
yes,
it.
yeah, because we are running out of time, and we've had we've had a lot of people sharing the show tonight, and some
wonderful.
nice comments in there too. I've really
Thank you so
appreciated
much.
it.
Just one more thing.
Yes, I'd like to ask, is there?
There'll be more information on the events page.
Yes,
So
yes,
there's
which
more
I
things coming up from tomorrow on the
Yeah.
date. There was going to be the program is going to be on the events page. So please share it, support it, and
I'll
join us.
paste the copy and paste the link again to the
Yeah,
event. So that's up there
great.
again, folks.
If you're into activism, guys, this is just by attending the event is a great activism work because you actually doing a very positive steps towards that.
Yes.
We do want to stop killing animals, but at the same time, we want to show that we can live happy in a compassionate lifestyle, and this is how we celebrate. It's not just doing that, but also we gotta show how we celebrate so everybody else can see that. And there is nothing too much about it. It's just no killing animals, look after them. We all can still enjoy a wonderful lifestyle. So.
Well said. Thank you
Oh,
very
thank you.
much.
Thank you so much
very much for
for
coming
your
along
support.
tonight. Thank you very
Really
much,
appreciate
Jonny, for coming along tonight.
Thank you too.
And
I
folks,
appreciate your help.
and folks, make sure you're there from 10 a.m. this Sunday at the Brothers Rugby Club in Albion? In Albion for the Vegan Australia Day, and it's going to be pretty cool. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. Now, this has been the first episode for TVH, as I call it, for this year. So I'm very pleased that you guys were able to come along for it. TVH, the next episode will be in 2 weeks' time, and we'll be back on a Tuesday. So episode 2 will be the owner of the Beat Vegan Restaurant from Byron Bay, Heather. She will be with me and talking about the Beat. And if you've never been to the Beat, you will be able to find out more then. So until then, you can rewatch this episode at any time, or you can wait for the YouTube version, which will be on my page by the end of the week. So thanks, guys, for tuning in tonight. Remember to live vegan, and I've got to get this on both cameras. Remember to live vegan and save lives. And I'll see you guys on Sunday at the Vegan Australia Day.
We'll see you there.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
night, everyone.
Thank you.